So what are we making today?
Remember last year we had that clam boil and we cooked it out back and it was perfect temperature?
Amazing.
Well, this year we're gonna do it and it's cold and wet outside, but it's gonna be delicious. Stay tuned. Okay, so you're gonna be surprised that a clam boil is really an easy dish to make. It seems daunting, but look down at what we have here. It's not just a clam boil. We do have little neck clams over here, and I got 2 pounds of little neck clams. I've got a pound of mussels. I'll show you a couple of things to look for on these mussels. Is a lot of times there'll be a beard right there. It's just a little piece that comes out that clings onto rocks and things like that. And I've pulled those off and I've rinsed these. And then also you wanna make sure none of them are open. If they are open, like look at this one right here. So that one's open a little bit. If it's open, it could be dead, or if you tap on it, it could close back up. You see that? And that way, whoop, you know it's still alive. So, same with these over here. You wanna make sure you don't have any open ones, or they are dead and you do not want to eat a dead clam or boiled one. So we also have some large shrimp. We have all the fixings for a clam boil. It's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna get, I think, a 1.5 cups of wine and 3/4 white wine, a dry white wine, and 3/4 of a cup of water, and get that boiling over here, and we'll get started. Okay, so our wine and water has come to a boil here on medium-high heat. I'm gonna take the red potatoes and put those in there. Don't splash yourself. And I'm gonna take the onions that are roughly chopped. It's 1 onion, by the way, if you wanna know, and I'll have it in the description below. The onion that's roughly chopped, and put that in there with that. And I'll take this garlic, and I basically took a whole head of garlic and peeled that. And those are one of those surprises that you like to find when you're eating this clam bake at the end. It's gonna be delicious. I also have some seasoning here that I'll put together, and it's all at the bottom of in the descriptions below. I think it's a little smoked paprika, some Tony Chachere's salt, pepper, and I don't know, I forget now, but I'll tell you later. So we're gonna let that go for 8 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back and add the next round of food. And now it's time to put in a few more things. Got some corn going in here. Boy, you can smell that thyme. I put thyme in there, I forgot to tell you that. And put some clams in there, those little neck clams. About 2 pounds worth. We're gonna put some lemons in there. I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze them in there too. Get some good lemon juice in there. And this is 2 lemons, quartered. And then we're gonna put our sausage. We use beef because my wife doesn't like to eat too much pork. She's real health conscious. I think she saw some scary video online,
Yep.
What it was. Okay, so we're gonna let that go. I'm gonna let that go for about 6 more minutes, then I'm gonna put my mussels in. Okay, one of our last steps here. Everything's opening up pretty good. And I'm gonna take the shrimp, and this is a large, easy peel, already deveined shrimp. And that's gonna go in here, kind of like the peel being on it because it gives you some good flavor. But these are gonna steam in here, and I'm gonna leave it on boil for probably a couple of minutes. No, a minute probably. And then I'm gonna turn it off and let it steam in there until they are done. And we're almost done. Pretty simple. Ooh, man, look at that. So just kind of boiling in there, cook the shrimp, and they will be perfectly done. Look at all that. So I'm gonna get this all out and plated, and then we're gonna make the sauce, the dipping sauce that goes with it. Okay, so look in here, Shaylin. This is what's left. All of the goodness at the bottom, from the wine and the water and all the seafood and everything in there. There's so much flavor in there. And so what I have over here is this is a quarter stick of butter, is that what you say?
Yes.
No, that's a half a stick of butter. That's a
whole
half a stick of butter.
Half a stick.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this liquid gold and pour half of it over this one right here. This is gonna be for your dipping sauce. Am I getting close to halfway yet?
Yep.
I may not be there. And this one, I'm gonna take that butter's gonna melt with that water that's on there. I'm gonna take some of this and pour it over what we just boiled. And I'm gonna take the other one and put it at the table for us to dip into, and it is gonna be fabulous. It's got all that good stuff in there. Salt, pepper, cayenne, smoked paprika, thyme. It's gonna be delicious. We'll set it all up and taste it here for you. So before I plate this, I just wanna pour some of this butter on there. I just don't wanna have a pool of butter at the bottom. Maybe I should wanna have that, but I just wanna get it coated, get some good flavor on there. It's going to be delicious. And, and then we'll plate it after that. Come back and taste it, it'll be great. Okay, you ready for this?
I'm so ready for this.
Do you think anyone out there thinks I haven't already tasted this? I've totally tasted this, but I'll taste it for you in front of you, and you can taste it too. I know you've had some shrimp, haven't you?
I've had a little bit, yeah.
And that butter is so good.
Oh my gosh.
Let's taste a little bit of everything. You taste something different than I taste.
Okay.
I'll get the shrimp.
I'm gonna go for the beef sausage.
Sausage?
Well, you know.
All right. It's clam bake, you know.
I know.
Okay. Sausage is good though, too.
That sauce.
You got to do the dip there. That dip
Gotta do the
is
sauce.
key, and pouring it over even before.
Oh, nope. I'm not.
Oh, you got one of those?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take clam. This is a clam boil after all, but you know, it is just a seafood boil, really. I guess I had to come up with a name for it because I like clams, but I like everything that's on this plate right here. And we're looking forward to dinner. And if you make this, you will be too. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like these videos, we're gonna make one once a week, right? Coming up, we got a carrot cake coming. Just in time to get ready for Easter. So
Delish.
watch, subscribe. If you want to be a part of our family, just
Hit the subscribe button.
sorry, I had a loss for words. It was just too delicious. Thanks, guys.
Bye. Oh my goodness, I want some more.